The Seeker's Lamp Podcast Season 1 Episode 25, Axis Mundi. Connecting the Realms of Existence Part 1, The Axis Mundi in Religions. A fascinating concept is the Axis Mundi. Merriam-Webster Dictionary sums it up to this. Axis Mundi, Latin noun phrase, world axis. Line or stem through the Earth's center connecting its surface to the underworld and the heavens around which the universe revolves. The concept of Axis Mundi extends far beyond the mere definition provided earlier. Throughout history, it has exerted a profound influence on diverse cultures worldwide, spanning from ancient times to the present day. Axis Mundi, a term denoting the center of the world, or the connection between heaven and earth, holds great significance. It encompasses the idea of a cosmic axis that links the celestial and terrestrial realms, or the higher and lower planes of existence. Symbolizing both the center of the world and the harmony of the universe, the Axis Mundus finds representation in various forms and locations across numerous religions and cultures. Mountains, trees, pillars, ladders, and other objects serve as embodiments of this central point of cosmic order. The concept of the Axis Mundi holds significance in both religion and mythology, intertwining in various ways. It serves as a symbol, bridging the gap between the mortal and the divine, the earthly and the celestial, the ordinary and the sacred. In essence, it signifies the profound belief that our reality extends beyond what is readily perceived or experienced in our everyday lives. It suggests the existence of a higher cosmic order or purpose that governs the universe. Moreover, it provides a means of accessing this higher reality, whether through physical or spiritual journeys along the Axis Mundi or by manifesting the presence or power of the divine within our realm. Various religions interpret and symbolize the Axis Mundi in distinct ways, influenced by their cultural and historical backgrounds, theological beliefs, and ceremonial traditions. Certain religions may emphasize a particular form of Axis Mundi or blend various types into a multifaceted symbol. Additionally, some religions may possess multiple Axis Mundi or alter their representation of the Axis Mundi over time. For instance, throughout different periods and locations, Christianity has employed the cross, the church, and Jerusalem as distinct Axis Mundi. Each of these manifestations reflects the significance and sacredness attributed to these symbols within the Christian faith. The Axis Mundi in religions. Hinduism. In Hinduism, the concept of Axis Mundi is frequently linked to Mount Meru, a legendary mountain believed to be the highest point in the entire universe and the dwelling place of divine beings. Mount Meru serves as the central figure in the cosmic mandala, a symbolic diagram that represents the structure and harmony of the cosmos. This mandala consists of 4 continents surrounding Mount Meru, each with its subcontinents, oceans, rivers, mountains, and trees. Additionally, the mandala includes 7 celestial realms situated above Mount Meru and 7 realms of damnation located below it. The entirety of the mandala is upheld by a cosmic serpent known as Shesha. Mount Meru carries significance not only as a physical location but also as a symbol of spiritual enlightenment. It embodies the axis of Dharma, which encompasses the universal order connecting all beings and levels of existence. Furthermore, it represents the goal of moksha, the liberation from the perpetual cycle of rebirth. To reach Mount Meru, individuals must overcome a series of obstacles and temptations, such as desire, anger, greed, ignorance, pride, and envy. Only those who possess purity of mind and heart can ascend to Mount Meru and bask in the divine bliss experienced by the gods. How is Axis Mundi expressed in Hinduism? Axis Mundi is not only expressed through Mount Meru, but also through other sacred mountains, temples, shrines, images, and rituals in Hinduism. For example, Mount Kailash serves as another hallowed mountain held in reverence by Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, and Tibetans alike. It is believed to be the divine abode of Lord Shiva, one of the supreme deities within Hinduism. Mount Kailash is also considered to be the origin of 4 significant rivers: the Indus, the Brahmaputra, the Sutlej, and the Karnali. Pilgrims who embark on a journey to Mount Kailash engage in a ritualistic circumambulation around it, which is believed to bestow spiritual benefits and absolve sins. The innermost sanctum of a Hindu temple, known as the Garbhagriha, serves as the sacred space where the primary deity's image or icon is enshrined. This chamber, typically small and dimly lit, holds deep symbolism as it represents the very womb of creation. Positioned at the heart of the Garbhagriha, the image of the deity serves as the Axis Mundi, the divine link connecting the earthly realm with the heavens above. Devotees who enter this sacred space are believed to have a direct encounter with the divine presence, fostering a profound spiritual connection. One of the significant symbols associated with Lord Shiva is the lingam. This emblem consists of a cylindrical pillar topped with a rounded structure, embodying both the masculine and feminine aspects of creation. Furthermore, it represents the cosmic energy that permeates every corner of existence. Often placed on a circular base called a yoni, which symbolizes the female reproductive organ or womb, the lingam and yoni together signify the union of Lord Shiva and his consort Parvati. They also encapsulate the origins and sustenance of life itself. In addition to its symbolic significance, the lingam is also regarded as an embodiment of the Axis Mundi. Yajna is a sacred ritual that involves the act of offering various substances, such as ghee, grains, fruits, flowers, and animals, into a consecrated fire. This fire is perceived as a conduit that carries these offerings to the gods, resulting in their blessings upon humanity. The fire altar or pit where the yajna takes place also symbolizes the Axis Mundi, serving as a connection point between the celestial realm and the earthly realm. The purpose of the yajna is to establish and maintain harmony and equilibrium among humans, nature, and deities. Within the context of Hinduism, there are numerous manifestations of the Axis Mundi. These examples offer glimpses into the diverse traditions and practices within Hinduism where this concept finds expression. It should be noted that Axis Mundus is not merely an abstract notion but rather a practical tool for spiritual development and personal transformation. Buddhism. In the realm of Buddhism, the Axis Mundi is intricately connected to the concept of the Bodhi tree, the very tree beneath which the Buddha experienced his profound enlightenment. Regarded as a hallowed space, the Bodhi tree serves as a significant marker where the Buddha comprehended the Four Noble Truths and attained nirvana. It symbolizes not only the Buddha's physical and mental being but also signifies the path to emancipation. Often depicted with a throne or seat at its base, the Bodhi tree signifies the spot where the Buddha engaged in deep meditation. Its branches serve as a representation of his wisdom, compassion, and teachings, while its leaves symbolize his devoted followers and disciples. In Buddhism, the stupa serves as another illustration of the Axis Mundi. It takes on the form of a dome-shaped structure that houses sacred relics of the Buddha or other revered beings. Not only does the stupa symbolize the physical and mental aspects of the Buddha, but it also represents the five elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. The foundation of the stupa signifies his crossed legs during meditation, while the dome represents his head or skull. Additionally, the spire symbolizes his spine or central channel, and the umbrella signifies his crown or state of enlightenment. Furthermore, the stupa mirrors the architectural layout of Mount Meru, a mythical mountain deemed as the center of the universe in Buddhist cosmology. Encircling the stupa are four gates, each facing a cardinal direction. These gates correspond to the four continents encircling Mount Meru. The stupa, with its complex symbolism and alignment with cosmic principles, serves as a profound representation of Buddhist beliefs and the interconnectedness of all things. The notion of the Axis Mundi in Buddhism can also be applied to the human physique, which is regarded as a miniature version of the cosmos. Within the human body, there exists a central axis that traverses from the apex of the cranium to the base of the spinal column, aligning with the spinal cord or Sushumna Nadi as known in the realm of yoga. This axis serves as a conduit linking the lower and higher chakras, or energy centers, which correspond to various facets of consciousness and reality. Furthermore, the human body can be likened to a stupa, wherein the foundation signifies the legs, the dome symbolizes the head, the spire represents the spine, and the umbrella epitomizes enlightenment. The Axis Mundi in Buddhism serves as a means to depict the interconnection among diverse planes of existence and actuality. It stands as a symbol of unity, equilibrium, and integration. Moreover, it serves as a constant reminder of the latent potential for enlightenment that resides within every individual. Islam. In the Islamic faith, Mecca serves as the utmost sacred center and the true epicenter of spiritual significance. Within Mecca, the Haram encompasses the Kaaba, which holds the highest degree of sanctity. Of paramount importance is the Kaaba itself, a cubic edifice that is the initial place of worship constructed by Abraham and Ishmael, dedicated to the one true God. Moreover, the Kaaba serves as the Qibla, the direction which Muslims face during their daily prayers, known as Salat. Enveloped by a black cloth known as the Kiswa, adorned with golden embroidery of Quranic verses, the Kaaba exudes an aura of reverence and devotion. Contained within the sacred walls of the Kaaba lies the Hajar al-Aswad, a revered black stone believed to have descended from the heavens. Muslims hold a deep-seated belief that touching or kissing this stone will absolve them of their transgressions and sins. The spiritual significance of Mecca, with its holy center represented by the Kaaba, serves as a focal point for Muslims around the world. It symbolizes a connection to their faith and acts as a tangible reminder of their devotion and submission to God. The rituals and traditions associated with the Kaaba and its surroundings form an integral part of Islamic practice, enriching the spiritual journey of believers and fostering a profound sense of spiritual awakening. In Islam, there is another illustration of the Axis Mundi known as the Qutb, a term that signifies axis, pivot, or pole. Within Sufism, the Qutb represents the embodiment of a perfect human being, referred to as al-Insan al-Kamil, the universal man, who serves as the leader of the saintly hierarchy. Moreover, the Qutb is regarded as the spiritual axis of his era, acting as a mediator between God and creation. Throughout history, there have been notable individuals who are recognized as Qutb, such as Ali ibn Abi Talib, Hassan al-Basri, Abdul Qadir Jilani, and Jamaluddin Rumi. One notable example of an Axis Mundi structure in Islam can be found in the Dome of the Rock, located in Jerusalem. This magnificent shrine was built above a rock that is believed to have been the site where Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven during his night journey, known as the Israel and Mi'raj. The significance of this rock extends further, as it is also associated with the biblical account of Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son, either Ishmael or Isaac, depending on the source, as well as being linked to the location of Solomon's temple. The Dome of the Rock stands as a testament to Islamic art and architecture, boasting a grand golden dome, intricate mosaic artwork, and inscriptions from the Quran. Situated within the Haram al-Sharif, also known as the Noble Sanctuary, this sacred site holds deep meaning for Jews and Christians in addition to its importance within Islam. Such architectural marvels exemplify how Islam expresses its devotion to God and reverence for his prophets. These Axis Mundi buildings serve not only as places of worship but also as embodiments of history, culture, and spirituality. They reflect the cosmic order and harmony that Islam seeks to embody and offer visitors a profound connection to the divine through their awe-inspiring beauty and sacred significance. Christianity. In the realm of Christianity, the Axis Mundi is the focal point where the presence and benevolence of God are most readily accessible to mankind. It serves as the conduit through which humans can establish a direct line of communication with the divine and receive divine revelations. The Axis Mundi is not a fixed physical location but rather a fluid and dynamic concept that is contingent upon God's will and human response. This profound concept can be perceived as both vertical and horizontal, forging a connection between heaven and earth while also encompassing the realms of the past, present, and future. Within the Christian faith, one of the most significant manifestations of the Axis Mundi is embodied in the form of the cross. The cross symbolizes both Jesus' sacrificial death and subsequent resurrection, providing humanity with a pathway to reconciliation with God and entrance into his eternal kingdom. Moreover, the cross holds cosmic implications within Christianity, representing the tree of life in the Garden of Eden and the tree of knowledge of good and evil that led to humanity's fall from grace. Furthermore, the cross symbolizes the human form itself, which bears the imprint of God's likeness and is redeemed through Christ's ultimate act of sacrifice. In Christianity, another significant Axis Mundi is found in the form of the Mount of Olives. This sacred place holds great significance as it was the site where Jesus ascended to heaven following his resurrection, with a promise to return in glory. Additionally, the Mount of Olives served as a location where Jesus engaged in fervent prayer before his arrest, shed tears over Jerusalem, and imparted teachings to his disciples regarding the end times. Furthermore, this holy mount is connected to other pivotal events mentioned in biblical texts, including David's escape from Absalom, Elijah's ascent to heaven, and Zechariah's prophetic vision of the Messiah. Another Axis Mundi of utmost importance in Christianity is Calvary, also known as Golgotha, which translates to the place of the skull. This hill, situated outside Jerusalem, holds immense significance as it was the exact location where Jesus was crucified, thus fulfilling numerous prophecies outlined in the Old Testament. It is believed that Calvary is also the burial site of Adam's skull, representing the profound connection between the first and last Adam. Moreover, Calvary stands as a poignant reminder of Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son, Isaac, serving as a foreshadowing of God's ultimate sacrifice of his own son. These sacred sites, the Mount of Olives and Calvary, hold immense spiritual and historical importance within Christianity. They serve as reminders of pivotal moments in the life of Jesus and are laden with symbolism that deepens understanding of faith and salvation. How is the Axis Mundi expressed in Christian art, architecture, and literature? The Axis Mundus has inspired many forms of artistic expression in Christianity. For example, in the realm of Christian art, the Axis Mundi is frequently portrayed as a radiant halo resembling an almond shape that encircles Christ or other revered figures. This halo serves to symbolize the juncture of heaven and earth, as well as the harmonious coexistence of the divine and human aspects within Christ. Within the realm of Christian architecture, the Axis Mundus finds its representation in the form of a spire or steeple, towering structures that ascend above churches or cathedrals. These majestic spires direct our gaze towards the celestial realm, while simultaneously drawing our attention to the hallowed space below. Often adorned with a cross or a weather vane atop, these spires serve as powerful symbols of Christ's triumphant victory over death and sin. In Christian literature, the concept of the Axis Mundi is often depicted as a transformative journey, serving as a metaphor for spiritual development and progress. This expedition might entail scaling towering mountains, traversing sturdy bridges, venturing into mysterious caves, or navigating along well-trodden paths. Throughout this odyssey, one may encounter formidable obstacles, adversaries to overcome, supportive allies, or wise mentors offering guidance. The Axis Mundus stands as a profound symbol that encapsulates the Christian faith's conviction regarding God's omnipresence and active involvement in the world. It also mirrors the innate human longing to establish a deep connection with the divine and encounter His boundless grace. Within Christianity, the Axis Mundi manifests itself in diverse forms and contexts, each shedding light on distinct facets of God's nature and His grand design for humanity. Judaism. In Judaism, various instances of the Axis Mundi can be found in different contexts. One illustration of this is the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, which holds immense significance as the holiest site in Judaism and as the abode of God's presence. According to Jewish tradition, the Temple Mount is not only the place where Isaac was bound, but it is also where the first and second temples stood, and where the third temple will be constructed in the future. Additionally, the Temple Mount is believed to be the center of the world, serving as the starting point of creation and the location of God's throne. As a result, it functions as an axis mundus, connecting the earthly and celestial realms, and serves as a central hub for worship and prayer. Another example is found in the Torah, which serves as the sacred scripture of Judaism and encompasses the 5 books of Moses. The Torah is regarded as divine wisdom and guidance, being perceived as the Word of God. It is also seen as a living entity, possessing both a soul and a voice. Consequently, the Torah functions as an axis mundus, bridging the gap between humanity and divinity. Acting as a conduit for revelation and communication, one example that showcases the concept of the axis mundi in Judaism is the tzaddik, a term denoting a righteous or saintly individual. In Judaism, a tzaddik is someone who has achieved a profound level of spiritual excellence and closeness with God. Moreover, a tzaddik possesses the ability to intercede on behalf of others and serve as a conduit for divine blessings and healing. Therefore, the tzaddik functions as a bridge between the ordinary and sacred realms, embodying the axis mundi and facilitating the flow of grace and mercy. Judaism employs various methods to convey the idea of the axis mundi within its religious beliefs and practices. The axis mundus symbolizes humanity's innate longing to transcend the limitations of this earthly realm and connect with a higher reality that exists beyond it. Through the concept of the tzaddik, Judaism emphasizes the significance of spiritual attainment, divine intervention, and the bridging of mortal existence with the divine realm. This portrayal of the axis mundi in Judaism serves as a testament to the profound yearning for enlightenment and transcendence that permeates the tradition.